He's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Leopard! Leopard!
Jones on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jones. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Jones to throw on 2nd down. He's going to, and this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground they go with a running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. Martavis Bryant, touchdown! Martavis Bryant, 76 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4
right,
from
now,
the 31.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake. Jones. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking deep down. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Calhoun. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Jones now operating from the gun. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Carlson able to put this one through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over! 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 Over!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Coleman has it here right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Going deep now for Herndon. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Jones throwing on first down. He's going to go for a big play down, and that's caught inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And Carlson missed it. Hold it to the left. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and that'll make it third down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is brought in at the 21. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Off-play action. Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue Watch you now, Barney. Barney. Watch you now, Barney. Barney.
From the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll go on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Boston Scott, his first carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Detroit.
Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. Flushed out right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now Jones off the play fake. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, They're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Check. Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Now let's go.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw. Dorsett making the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
To throw on 2nd down, Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch the shot! Check it back, check it back. Check. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in an evenly contested AFC title game, that very likely was the kick that'll send them to the Super Bowl.
And that's why you and I are up in the booth. Can't even imagine the pressure he was under right there. I mean, that's a career definer. And he stepped up and calmly put it through the uprights.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.